It is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight all the amazing food in our area.
Yes, and today we are joined by Chef Chris Ingmire with Thompson Seattle, located in the heart of downtown Seattle, steps away from Pike Place Market. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about Thompson Seattle. I haven't been yet.
No, you have never been. So Conversation Restaurant is our full service restaurant. We have breakfast and dinner 7 days a week. And then we have a rooftop bar, Nest, which is 5 days a week right now. So we have both options for you. I would say the Nest, you know, when you come for evenings, the sunsets become really beautiful. It's a little spotty now, but as the year goes on, it gets really, really beautiful.
I've heard really good things
Bill
about
and
that
Liz
rooftop.
with Good Day Seattle were going on about how amazing it is, so we gotta go.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we heard you have a 4-course tasting menu here for Valentine's Day. Tell us about that.
We do, absolutely. So our team's very talented. We come up with a 4-course menu. Actually, the amuse for Tuesday nights right here, we have great options. We have scallops, we have some braised short ribs, some pork belly on there. So it's very, very high end, and we've got a few spots still open too. So.
Beautiful.
Awesome. What are you cooking up for us today?
So today, this is a little showcase of maybe what's come for spring. We have some seared scallops with a romesco sauce, some hazelnuts, and some basil.
Beautiful.
So what I would say is the key for scallops is make sure you always get a diver scallop.
Okay.
And you want them, you can buy them wet or dry, and making sure you buy them dry. There's a solution that they put in when you get a wet one, and you don't want that moisture in there. So if you're at the store, if it doesn't say dry, you know, ask the person there, because that's the key, because you get a really nice caramelization on the scallops.
If you get them dry.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, beautiful.
Little flaky salt, I see.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yep. Maldon sea salt, you can't beat it. It's not too overwhelming, and it just helps lift the flavor up.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I actually had to buy some myself
Did
because
you?
so many of the chefs that come visit
I
us
know.
use it.
Yeah.
I throw it on my eggs. I'm not that fancy.
No, exactly.
Oh, you're
yeah.
fancy. We're fancy if we have
It's
flaky
great
salt.
for garnish, so absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so these cook pretty quick, I imagine.
Yeah, this is going to be fast, so we're yeah.
So while you're cooking that, tell me about this, because this is a vegetarian option, right?
Absolutely. So this, again, is a muse for Tuesday night's dinner. So we use Macrina brioche bread. It's a toast. We have some whipped goat cheese, organic roasted beets, some smoked fennel, and basil.
Oh,
All
So,
the things I love.
when you
wanna
come-
try one of those with me?
yes.
Yeah.
When
Can we?
you-
Can
yeah,
Can we?
please,
May
please. So when you come in Tuesday,
it?
as soon as you sit down, you know, that's what's going to come to the table to get your dinner going.
I love a beet.
I love a goat cheese. I love a bread. This is so
I
good.
love it all.
Yeah.
Yummy.
You know, beets get a bad rap, so it's you know.
They can be messy.
I know.
But if it's already prepped,
Exactly.
enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like small quantities is the key with beets. I'm not a chef. That's just my opinion. And these nuts you have are so good too. We were snacking during the commercial break.
Yeah, the Marcona almonds, obviously, you can't get better than that. That's going to be in the romesco sauce.
Okay.
We have some candied hazelnuts here. We do a little cocoa and a little cayenne in there, so it's a little sweet and spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see. Let's take a little peek at them here. So yum.
You don't want to try to lift up this boat?
I was joking that this is like $1 million of these almonds because they're, one, delicious, but, you know, they can get a little pricey.
they are very.
I see why they're so good. They're
They
so
are
different than a
delicious.
regular almond. They're so much easier to eat.
So while we're cooking, tell me
Yeah.
where Thompson gets its inspiration from.
It's really the abundance of all the produce and purveyors that we have in the Pacific Northwest. You know, from the Sound with all the seafood to Central Washington, where you have all your farms and your grains there. It's easier to be a chef because we have so many options. So really finding the freshest ingredients, the high quality ingredients, and you know, keeping it simple in the sense of if you buy something that's really nice, it's going to speak for itself.
I
So.
do love that, you know, especially as somebody who is super intimidated by like really complicated recipes, which
Yeah.
can be very beautiful. I
Yeah.
love the idea of simple, delicious
Yeah.
food because I feel like maybe I could try that at home one day.
And local, too. It just always tastes
Exactly,
so good.
exactly. So the key with your scallop is you got to be patient. You need a hot pan. You kind of let it do its thing. You flip it, add some butter. So if you're flipping your scallop back and forth, probably not going to turn out too well. So.
Okay.
Good to know.
My big problem when I cook is that I want to throw the food in there right away and then just let the pan get hot as the food is in there.
Yeah.
My husband's always like wagging his finger at me. He's a much better cook than I am. So.
I also don't heat the pan before I put it in there too. I'm kind
Yeah.
of an
I'm
impatient
patient.
cook. I'm not a chef, that's why.
Why? We have the experts in house here.
So are you adding in a little butter?
I am. Yep,
Okay.
absolutely. You know, it's no secret that butter makes it better. So,
Butter makes everything better.
Yeah.
so you want to baste the scallops a little bit, and again, just let it do its thing, and we can start to plate the rest. So,
Beautiful.
you know, it takes about 3 minutes to cook all the way through.
Awesome.
So,
Let's start plating.
absolutely.
Such a bright, vibrant sauce.
Yep. So romesco sauce. So you have roasted tomatoes, peppers, the Marcano almonds, a little red wine vinegar, and it's a delicious sauce. You know,
Yum.
for the scallops, could also put it on some roasted vegetables. A great dip as well. So.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Now, do you have a favorite kind of butter? Because I always see salted, unsalted. I never know.
For cooking unsalted all the way,
Oh, I was
because
hoping you were
you
gonna say salted.
no, you want to be able to control the salt.
Okay.
You know, because you could add a lot of butter and it could be too
Beautiful.
salty. So.
Well, when you're fancy with flaky salt.
All right. We do
you
have
your
about
own.
30 seconds,
Okay,
so
well,
let's start
we are there.
plating. Excellent. Ooh, I love it. Look at that.
You really eat with your eyes first too. So when there's a beautifully
Beautiful.
plated dish,
Absolutely.
it's kind of everything.
So let me just put a little bit of these hazelnuts on here
Oh, look at that.
and a little basil.
And it's
And
beautiful.
now you are good
I gotta
to go.
take a little bite
Absolutely.
before
Please
we
do.
grab
Love it. Chef Chris with Thompson Seattle. Thank you so much for
Yes.
stopping
I
by.
really
We'll see
appreciate
you.
you guys having me.
And we'll
Thank
see you tomorrow.